Okay, so from now onwards, we are going to keep this timing only 7 to 8:30 every day, right? Or 8:20, 7 to 8:20, two meetings of 40 minutes each. Okay, so today morning we have started this numerical methods chapter, very small and easy chapter, and definitely you can expect a question of 2 marks, or on an average I can say for mechanical stream 1 mark to 2 mark mechanical and civil. So we can easily score those 1 or 2 marks. And generally वो question आपका न्यूटन रैप्सन method का आएगा, right? So we have seen today its classification, right? कि how many types of methods are there and which types of methods are there, and then we have started this linear and non-linear equations. For linear and non-linear equations, I have given you theory for Newton-Raphson method. Now let us start its questions. Okay. Okay. So first question, this was asked in GATE 1994. Okay. So GATE 1994. Find Newton-Raphson iteration formula for computing root C where C is greater than 0. Now see over here. So we have to compute here root C, right? And C is your greater than 0. Now understand this question carefully. Your Newton-Raphson formula is xn plus 1 is equal to xn minus f of xn divided by f dash xn, isn't it? So first we need to assume any f of x. Okay. We need to compute root C. Newton-Raphson method is for numerical solution for linear equation or non-linear equation. So first we need to formulate one linear equation, and with the help of this method we can able to find its roots, right? And its roots of the equation are, what is roots? Roots of the equation are values of x or variable which are going to satisfy those linear equation or non-linear equation. So here we need to compute root C with the help of Newton-Raphson method. That means we need to find root of any linear equation or non-linear equation with the help of Newton-Raphson method, and that root will going to give us value root C. So that means x should be root C. Okay. Now first we need to formulate, this is our root. अब न्यूटन-रैप्सन मेथड हमें अप्लाई करना है. वी नीड टू अप्लाई न्यूटन-रैप्सन मेथड ऑन लीनियर इक्वेशन और नॉन लीनियर इक्वेशन. So based on this root, that is x is equal to root C, we have to formulate one equation. Now suppose you are taking x is equal to root C directly. See over here. Suppose I am taking x is equal to root C, my first option. Let us take this case 1. I am assuming that my function x minus root C equal to 0. Right. So this is my function over here. Suppose this is my function. Okay. So if I use this function, then what will happen? I can, yes, I can find value this xn plus 1. Just I have to find this formula, right? Iteration formula. So for that, xn plus 1 equal to xn minus f of xn. F of xn is what? X minus root C or not? For xn. F dash xn, it's differential. Its differential of x is 1. Differential of root C is 0. So it is xn minus xn plus root C. So I will get xn plus 1 as root C only. So if I write this answer, xn plus 1 equal to root C, and definitely will have this answer in your options, then your answer will be wrong. Right. Why? Because what is the necessary condition to apply Newton-Raphson formula? Your f double dash x should not be equal to 0. Here, if f of x is x minus root C, because since f of x is x minus root c, f dash x will give you 1 and f double dash x will give you 0. Are you getting my point? So if f double dash x will give you 0, then Newton-Raphson is not applicable. Is it clear now? Please give me some response. Okay. So this is your high chances of mistake where students are getting or losing their marks. Right. So what should be done over here? We need to convert this x is equal to root c in another function such that its f dash x should not become 0. So let us take case 2 now. So here we are having x is equal to root c. Let us formulate our function. Let us do square on both sides. So here x square equal to c. So this will become x square minus c equal to 0, which is your f of x. Is it clear or not? Now, what will be our f dash x, students? 2x minus 0 or not? And what is our f double dash x? It is 2. It is not equal to 0. Now we can apply Newton-Raphson method over here. Okay. So now let us apply Newton-Raphson method over here. So therefore, xn plus 1 is equal to xn minus f of xn divided by f dash xn. Okay. So f of x is x square minus c. F dash x is 2x. So this will become xn minus f of xn is x square minus c. F dash xn is 2 times xn. If I simplify, 2 times xn square minus xn square minus minus plus c whole divided by 2 times xn. 2 xn square minus xn square will become xn square only. So it is xn square plus c divided by 2 times xn. This is your xn plus 1. Is it clear now? Please give me some response. Okay. Shall we move to next question? Yes, I think
केस 1 में
केस 1 में
केस 1 में x माइनस रूट सी इक्वल टू फंक्शन कैसे ले लिए या फिर x को रूट सी के इक्वेट कैसे कर दिए? क्यों कर दिए?
हाँ, वही समझा रहा हूँ. देखो, हमें न्यूटन-राफसन मेथड अप्लाई करनी है. Isn't it? See, क्वेश्चन में हमें बोला गया we need to apply न्यूटन-राफसन मेथड. अब न्यूटन-राफसन मेथड हम क्यों अप्लाई करते हैं? See over here. थोड़ा हम सुबह का रिवाइज कर लेते हैं. The Newton-Raphson method हम अप्लाई करते हैं. We are applying Newton-Raphson method on linear and non-linear equation to find their root. Linear और non-linear equation पे अप्लाई करते हैं. क्यों? ताकि हम उसका रूट निकाल सकें. Okay. Now in this case, अब आपको सिर्फ ये बोला गया कि आपको Newton-Raphson फॉर्मूला अप्लाई करनी है. तो Newton-Raphson फॉर्मूला अप्लाई करने के लिए you need to have one linear equation or non-linear equation. और जो वो आपका linear और non-linear equation होगा, that is your f of x. Okay. And its root will be x. आप उसका रूट फाइंड करोगे. You are going to find its root. And आपको यहाँ पे क्या फाइंड करना है? You have to find root c. मतलब आपके पास एक ऐसा इक्वेशन होना चाहिए जिसका रूट मतलब जिसका आप रूट निकालो मतलब जिसका वेरिएबल की वैल्यू निकालो x, तो वो आपको रूट c मिले. तो ये क्वेश्चन टिपिकल इसीलिए आपको यहाँ पे लीनियर इक्वेशन या नॉन लीनियर इक्वेशन नहीं दिया है. आपको पहले रूट दिया है. अब रूट की मदद से आपको लीनियर इक्वेशन या नॉन लीनियर इक्वेशन बनाना है, फिर वहां पे न्यूटन-राफसन मेथड अप्लाई करनी है. ठीक है. सो इफ आई एम टेकिंग x इक्वल टू रूट c, अब वहां से फंक्शन बनाने के लिए मेरे पास दो ऑप्शन है यार, लीनियर इक्वेशन या नॉन लीनियर इक्वेशन. इक्वेशन का मतलब क्या, वो इक्वल टू 0 होना चाहिए या इक्वल टू समथिंग होना चाहिए. सो x माइनस रूट c इक्वल टू 0 ले रहा हूँ. ठीक है. तो ये मेरा एक लीनियर फंक्शन हो जाएगा. बट ये केस में ये एप्लीकेबल क्यों नहीं है वो मैंने समझाया, क्योंकि f डबल डैश 0 हो रहा है. इसलिए दूसरा अप्रोच हमने क्या ट्राई किया, ये रूट है तो उसका रेडिकल हमने दूर कर लिया. राइट. सो x स्क्वायर बिकेम c. So this x square minus c equal to 0, so it is f of x. And in this case, f double dash x is not equal to 0, so we can apply Newton-Raphson. Is it clear now, Roshan? Okay. So Chandrasekhar, I explained the second time in Hindi. right? Because already I have explained it in English, right? Is it clear to you, Chandrasekhar? Okay. So, okay, let us move to next question. Okay. Now, next question of GATE 2007. I think this is small. F of x is equal to x square minus 117 is equal to 0. So it is similar or not? It is similar to above question or not? Okay. So this you can do from home, isn't it? Okay. Even you can apply above formula directly, but no need to remember new formulae because you have to remember so many formulae, right? So no need to remember above formulae, just find this directly. Now next type of question, GATE 2009, find x1 where f of x is equal to x square minus 13 equal to 0 with x naught equal to 3.5. With x naught equal to 3.5. Now see over here. So in question only they have specified we have to use Newton-Raphson method. This is same or not? X square minus 13, right? X square equal to 13, x square equal to c, like above question only. So if you apply Newton-Raphson method, then also you will get this xn plus 1 is equal to xn square plus c. C is 13 over here, divide by 2xn, isn't it? Because this is your x square equal to 13, which is equal to c. Okay. Now here we need to find x1 when x0 is 3.5. So let us put n equal to 0. So this equation will become x1 equal to x0 square plus 13 divided by 2 times x naught. Now what is your x naught? 3.5. So therefore x1 is equal to 3.5 whole square plus 13 divided by 2 times 3.5. Now 3.5 into 2 वो आपका 7 हो जाएगा. 3.5 होल स्क्वायर आप कैलकुलेटर से डायरेक्ट फाइंड कर सकते हो. 5 स्क्वायर 25 एंड 3 4 12. एक शॉर्टकट भी है. So 12.25 plus 13. So 1 plus 1 2, 3 plus 2 5. So the x1 will be 25.25 by 7. Now this if you will find from your calculator, just have you downloaded that app, right? उसको आप practice कर रहे हो. 3.607, right? Just download that app, students. Okay, so this is your final answer, right? So are you understanding new models, right? With each and every question we are learning new models. Okay, that which type of question they can give you. Okay, now let us see one more question of GATE to 1995. Okay. Cube root of c. So the same question where c is greater than 0, you have to find iteration formula for cube root of c. So, okay, tell me how we can find this. Same method or not? Right. Earlier it was square root of c. So x is equal to cube root of c implies x cube equal to c implies x cube minus c equal to 0. So this is your f of x or not? Okay, f of x is x cube minus c. So therefore f dash x is equal to 3x square minus 0. F double dash x is 6x. And since c is greater than 0, so right, its cube root cannot be equal to 0 because cube root of c is equal to 0 for its 0 only. So since c is greater than 0, your x is also greater than 0, implies 6x is not equal to 0. So let us apply now Newton-Raphson formula. Xn plus 1 equal to xn minus f of xn divided by f dash xn. Okay. So if I apply this formula, So xn plus 1 will become xn minus f of xn. F of x is x cube minus c, xn cube minus c, divide by f dash xn. So 3 xn square. So if you simplify, 3 times xn cube minus xn cube minus minus plus c whole divided by 3 times xn square. Now 3 minus 1 is 2 or not? So this is your 2 times xn cube plus c whole divided by 3 times xn square. This is your xn plus 1. Right. So this also you can remember, but better to not to remember these things, right? You can directly derive whenever you want. It is not a big deal. Okay. So is it clear? Right. So based on this, okay. Right. Based on this, they can ask you so many questions. Right. Even there is one general formula also, if you want to remember. Let me give you that also. Okay. So let us try to generalize this. So if x is equal to root c, right? In our first question, our x was root c. So for x is equal to root c, after simplification we got xn plus 1 is equal to xn square plus c whole divided by 2xn or not. Okay. If x is equal to cube root of c, at that time we got xn plus 1 is equal to 2 times xn cube, right? Sorry, 2 times xn cube plus c divided by 3xn square or not. Okay. So if I have to generalize this for kth root of c, suppose x is equal to any kth root of c implies xn plus 1. Now see over here, if it was square root, here we got square, cube root, power 3, kth root, we will get its power k plus c, right? And then denominator, its power is less than 1, k minus 1. Now observe coefficient. Here k is coefficient of denominator, k is coefficient of denominator. Now observe coefficient of numerator. If it is 2, it is 2 minus 1, 3, 3 minus 1. If it is 2, 2 minus 1, right? So it is k minus 1. Are you getting my point? K minus 1 xn to the power k plus c divided by k xn to the power k minus 1. So this is generalized form. If you want, you can remember. If you don't want, then also no issue. Right? My personal advice is no need to remember this. Okay, you can expect question like this. Okay. Now let us see a different model of question. Okay. Okay. So I'm repeating this. How to remember this? If you have to remember, see here. Just whenever you need repetition, tell me. Okay. See, for x is equal to root c. Okay. It's x square equal to c or not? Right. So here we are going to write x square plus c first. And what is differentiation of x square? 2xn. Is it clear? Now this is your x cube equal to c. So here we are going to write x cube plus c. But हम उसको थोड़ा 3 में minus कर देंगे. We'll do 3 minus 1 and we'll write 2 over here. Okay. Then based on this, this can be written as just differentiate this term. That is 3x square. Right. Here also x to the power k equal to c. So here we are going to write x to the power k plus c. Right, isn't it? This is 1 by k, na? This is c to the power 1 by k. If it will go to LHS, it is become x to the power k. So this is x to the power k plus c. And above means in ahead of this, I will take its power, or I'll subtract minus 1 from its power. So it will become k minus 1. And I'll write its differentiation in denominator. It is k x to the power k minus 1. Okay. Is it clear now? Okay. Okay. Where were we now? Okay, new question. So let us see one question of GATE 2 1997. If f of x is equal to x square minus 2 equal to 0, with x not equal to minus 1, then Newton-Raphson iteration formula converging to value. See, they are asking us converging to value, where it is converging. Okay. Option A -1, option B -√2, option C √2, option D not converging. So let me show you this first, and then I will give you a shortcut for it also. Okay. So we all know that what is iteration formula for this? F of x is equal to x square plus c, or f of x square minus c. So xn plus 1 is equal to xn square, 2 minus 1 is 1, plus c, c is here 2, divide by its differential 2xn, isn't it? Sure. Here x0 is -1. So let us try to find from here. So x1 will be equal to x0 square plus 2 divided by 2 times x0. x0 is -1. So -1 square plus 2 divided by 2 times -1. So 2 plus 1, 3 by -2, it is -3 by 2. That is -1.5. So let us try to find x2. So x2 will be equal to x1 square plus 2 divided by 2 times x1. Okay, is equal to, what is your x1? -1.5 whole square plus 2 divided by 2 times -1.5. So 2 times -1.5 will become -3, right? Minus का square plus हो जाएगा, right? Square of minus will be plus. 15 square is 225 or not? And it will be 2.25 plus 2, 4.25 by -3. If you use your GATE calculator, you will get -1.416. Okay. In the same way, if you repeat this for x3 by putting this value with the help of Kelsey, you will get approximately -1.414. Okay. So it is nearly -√2 or not? So your answer is B. Okay. No need to find for x3. Even from x2 you can check which option is nearer. Okay, from here you can check which option is nearer. No need to go for x3. Now what is shortcut over here? See here. First understand this. In the beginning only I have explained you that these methods are going to give us approximate value or not. Okay, and analytical method are going to give us exact value. We have to find root of x square minus 2 equal to 0. Chalo, find this with analytical method. So x square is equal to 2. So x is equal to plus or minus √2. Now we are there are two roots possible for this equation. One root is √2, another root is -√2 on number line. Okay, so suppose I'm representing it on number line. Now from where you are starting, you are using your initial approximation from -1. Right, this is your 0. So definitely your -1 will be here and +1 will be here. Now from -1, which root is nearer? Tell me. From -1, your -√2 is nearer value or +√2 is nearer value? Are you getting my point? Right. Remember this concept of Newton-Raphson. What is Newton-Raphson method? Right. Newton-Raphson method is finding approximate value of f of x equal to 0. It's having root alpha, and x0 is its initial approximation to root. x0 is its initial approximation to root. So here our x0 is -1. Its root is -√2 and +√2. So from -1, if you have to converge or if you have to move towards its roots, which root is nearer? This -√2 is nearer or +√2 is nearer? Tell me. Right, -√2. So from here you can write your answer directly. Right, that is that it will converge to -√2. Is it clear? If it is clear, then tell me if in this question, if they have given to you x0 equal to 1, then what will be your answer? If x0 is given to you 1, then what is your answer? Type in chat box. Option A, B, C, +√2. Okay. So this is the thing. Okay. It all depends on your initial approximation. Now let us see next question. Okay, I'm repeating this once again. So Hitesh, should I repeat only last note part or this whole explanation of this question first?
Yes, sir. Last note.
Okay, last note. See over here. So in morning, I have explained you that what is the difference between numerical method and analytical method. Analytical method are going to give us exact solution. If I use analytical method over here, that is x square minus 2 equal to 0, so x square will be equal to 2. Square will go to that side, it will become plus or minus root 2 or not. Okay, so here x is equal to plus or minus root 2. Now, if your x is root 2 or minus root 2, what should be your answer? It all depends on your initial approximation. Here your initial approximation is minus 1. So with the help of minus 1, you have to move towards root of this equation, and root of this equation is minus root 2 or root 2. So you have to move left hand side or right hand side. Now, which side is easier, or which path is shorter? Definitely from minus 1 to minus root 2, this path is shorter, this path is longer. Right. So we will get minus root 2 answer over here. From here, we are going to move towards minus root 2. If in the question they have given to you initial approximation as 1 instead of minus 1. So from 1, which is nearer? Root 2 is nearer or minus root 2 is nearer? Definitely root 2, isn't it? So from 1, root 2 is nearer. So if 1 is given to you, then answer should be root 2. Is it clear now? Shall we move to next question? Okay. Sure. Great. So our next question is of GATE 2012. F of x is equal to, sorry, let me change this pointer. F of x is equal to blank. They are asking us function. They are given us initial approximation x0 is equal to 1. And they have given us two statements. The first statement is x3 equal to 3. See, x0 equal to 1, directly they have given x3. Second statement is converges to the root. Or here they can say that f of x is any real function. Okay, they can specify like this. Real function means its input is also real and output is also real. Now, so which of the following are true? The question is, option A, only statement 1, option B, only statement 2, option C, 1 and 2 both, and option D, none. Okay, so which of these statements are true? Option A 1, B 2, C 1 and 2, D none. Now this is your reasoning based question. Right? आपको अलग-अलग चीजें सोचनी पड़ेंगी. You have to think different things over here. So see, your f of x is any function, right? So let us see what type of situations we can have over here. x3 equal to 3. Second is converges to the root. From this, what is possible and what is not? So if x0 is equal to 1, if I use any iteration formula, after that I will get x1 something, after that I will get x2 something, and after that I will get x3 something, isn't it? So if I begin from 1, based on that function, can I move towards 3? क्या x3 3 हो सकता है? Right. Just first analyze statement 1. Right. If I move towards 3, if I begin from 1, if I move towards 3 based on that function, yes, it can happen, isn't it? So ये हो सकता है, it can happen. So statement 1 is true first. Okay. So statement 1 is true because it can happen. If f of x is any function, if you are beginning from x0 equal to 1, then x3 can be equal to 3. Okay. Now it is converging to the root or not. It again depends on function. Suppose your root is 3 only, right? Or root is 3.5. So in that case, if you are moving from 1, first you will get 1.5, then 2, then 3, then again x4 for 3.2 something. So in that case, it converge. But your function may be like this also. If you are having x0 equal to 1, you can have x1 equal to 3. Again, you have x2 equal to 1. Again, you are having x3 equal to 3. So that means your function is changing its value from 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3 continuously. Okay, for x0 it is 1, then x1 it is 3. For x2 it is 1, then x3 equal to, for x3 it is 3. For x4 it is 1, for x5 it is 3. Are you getting my point? So here your function is changing its value again and again. So is it converging or diverging? So it is diverging. Okay. So for statement 2, we cannot say anything, right? Because it can converge, it can diverge. Okay. It can converge, or let me write diverge example over here because diverge already I have written. It can diverge or it can converge, right? Because for converge, we can take example x0 equal to 1, x1 equal to 1.5, x2 equal to 2, like that, right? And we will get x3 equal to 3. So it can converge or diverge, it can be anything. So if f of x is any real function, anything real valued function, so if x0 is equal to 1 and they are asking us about this, then which of the following is true? Your answer should be A, only statement 1, because x3 can be 3. Right? In both, see, in both this condition, converging and diverging, I have kept this x3 as 3 only. Right? I have taken this statement 1 as true only, and based on this, I have tried to find that statement 2 can be true or false. Is it clear now? This is a reasoning based question, right? Its probability is very less of this type of question, but sometimes they can ask. Okay. So shall we move to next question now? GATE 2012. Okay. Okay. So let us see next question of GATE 2008. Newton-Raphson iteration formula is given to us. That xn plus 1 equal to 1/2 xn plus r by xn compute the value of x, right? From here we have to compute x, right? Option A 1 by r, option B r square, option C log r, option D root r. So Newton-Raphson iteration formula is this: xn plus 1 is equal to 1/2 xn plus r by xn, compute x. So tell me, from here how can we compute x? So this is a different type of question, right? So if they are asking you this type of question, just use this thumb rule. Okay, that for this type of question, let me give this thumb rule with the blue marker. For this type of question, put xn plus 1 equal to xn equal to x. Right. Now, if you simplify from here, then you can find its root. Okay. So here, let me put xn plus 1 equal to x equal to half x plus r by x. So this will become 2x equal to x plus r by x. 2x minus x is x or not? Okay. So in next step, this 2x minus x will become x. Implies x is equal to r by x. Implies x square equal to r. Right. So x is equal to plus or minus root r. Right. But from plus or minus root r, they have given only one option, root r. Is it clear? Okay. So this is your thumb rule. Or if you observe over here, then this is your formula xn square plus r by 2xn. Right. If you observe, then from that formula also you can see this is your formula for x equal to root c. Right. Xn square plus 2, xn square plus rn by 2xn. Right. But better you use this method only. Right. So this is your third model. I will summarize all these three models. Right. I will summarize all these three models after seeing each one of them. Okay. Today our target is we are finishing this Newton-Raphson, then regular Falsey, then second method. Okay.